But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin Clark.
There's only one that can do what Caitlin Clark did. Bring all those eyes. For pure basketball purists, there's nobody like her.
Caitlin Clark just made WNBA history again. Just when we thought her record-breaking season was spectacular, she just did something no athlete has ever done in recent memory. That's right. Caitlin Clark just broke another record, and she hasn't even stepped into the court. She just swept all the Global Athlete of the Year awards, from Times Athlete of the Year to more recently SBJ's Business Athlete of the Year and the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year. This basketball phenom just can't be stopped, but here's where it gets interesting. Angel Reese isn't happy at all and even denies that Clark deserves.
So it's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Can you even believe the drama that's unfolding right now? This isn't just about an award anymore. It's a so-called rivalry that's got everyone buzzing. But hold on one second, only one side sees this as a rivalry. We watch one superstar for the skill, and, well, the other star, let's just say she's too busy on TikTok.
Yeah.
What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm cool. The pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm all right, cool, I can just hoop. I'm all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're oh.
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out.
We're about to jump into a story that's sending shockwaves through the basketball community. It's got everything you could ask for: Clark's talent, Clark's competitive fire, and Reese's hilarious antics. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Ready to see how it all unravels? Let's break it down and explore why Clark's recent haul has everyone talking.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
All right, let's dive into the specifics of Clark's phenomenal season and the reasons why she received all these awards. What she achieved on the court didn't just mark a standout year in the WNBA, it completely redefined what it means to have a breakout season. You might be wondering, how did she pull that off? Don't worry, we're about to break it all down.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark, but a member of the Chicago Sky, the national title winner at LSU, and she talked about where all this attention started with her and Caitlin Clark.
First up, Clark didn't just set records, she obliterated them in spectacular fashion. Remember when I mentioned she accomplished something no other player in WNBA history ever has? Well, here's the deal, she broke 62 records, not just one, not just two. You heard that right, 62. Can you wrap your head around that? It's not just a historic milestone, it's on another level entirely.
My expectation is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
Here's where things get really exciting. Clark's jaw-dropping performance wasn't just about the stats, it led to results on the court. Her exceptional play was a key reason the Indiana Fever clinched their first playoff spot in almost a decade. That's right. Clark didn't just deliver on an individual level, she helped transform the entire team's trajectory.
Forward history for the Fever rookie!
At this point, continue to be myself, and I think a lot of good will come from that.
What's even more amazing is what Clark has done off the court. Her influence has been nothing short of extraordinary. Check this out. WNBA merchandise sales surged by a staggering 500% during her rookie season. That's not a typo, we're talking about a 6-fold explosion in sales. It's as if Clark waved a magic wand and made everyone crave a piece of the WNBA, but it's not just about jerseys and memorabilia. Clark's presence has been a transformative force for the entire league. Viewership has spiked, attendance is at an all-time high, and the WNBA is reaching audiences it never did before.
This is a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon.
Even sports economists are sitting up and taking notice. They're game-changing.
I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. But A'ja Wilson is the best player in the game. Not even a debate. But I'm talking about value now. Value to a franchise, value to a league, getting your team in the playoffs. They had the number one pick. They were the worst team last year. And there is value that I can attach to.
She's redefining the game both on and off the court, drawing countless new fans and driving a significant economic impact. Her influence goes beyond the stat sheet, proving she's exactly the superstar the WNBA has been waiting for to transform the league's future.
I'm talking about value. Michael Jordan was the most valuable player every single year because of what he meant to his team and what he meant to the league. And, oh, by the way, winning 6 titles. Can't argue with that. Caitlin Clark may not win titles. Las Vegas is still a great team. But the fact that she is doing what she's doing and at a very high level, you know, it's now commonplace where she'll go for 26 and 12. I mean, those are great numbers for any player, no matter how long you've been in the league.
Caitlin Clark's journey to all these awards might seem like an inevitable triumph, but the full story is far more complex. Remember Angel Reese? She was the other rookie who had the basketball world buzzing. The media framed their so-called rivalry as the ultimate showdown, a battle for the ages that had fans glued to every game. But how close was this competition really?
Angel Reese, there's nothing that she does where you go, did you see her? Other than she plays really, really hard, and I liken her game to Moses Malone. Moses Malone was relentless. So it's not that I don't appreciate who she is or how she plays. There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
The Med couldn't stop drawing comparisons between her and Clark crafting. A narrative of 2 young stars locked in a season-long duel felt like the perfect setup for a dramatic climax, as if these 2 athletes were destined to compete with each other throughout the year. But as the season unfolded, some began to question whether the rivalry was as close as it seemed. Was this battle real, or was it fueled more by hype than reality?
Saying Angel Reese is better than Caitlin Clark is saying Rodman was better than Michael Jordan, or Ben Wallace was better than Kobe, or even Andre Drummond was better than LeBron. And I shouldn't have.
The answer became crystal clear when Caitlin Clark was named Rookie of the Year and First-Team All-WNBA. This wasn't just a win, it was a decisive statement that shattered the illusion of a neck-and-neck race. Reese, understandably upset, made no attempt to hide her feelings. She publicly disagreed with the decision, insisting that Clark didn't deserve the honor. Her reaction fueled even more drama, dividing fans and sparking
Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that.
Here's the bigger picture. Player, it's about elevating the entire sport and inspiring fans everywhere.
I thought scoring, yes, she's the all-time greatest scorer in the history of college basketball, men's or women's, but passing like this? I'm talking about gifted LeBron-esque bounce passing. I'm talking about gifted LeBron-esque two-handed, full court, touchdown pass kind of passing. The likes of which I don't see in the WNBA.
Debates and games featuring Clark and Reese drew record-breaking audiences. These 2 aren't just athletes, they're catalysts for a movement. They've energized the league and made women's basketball a topic.
That skinny white girl was the best thing that ever happened to the WNBA. She's already the most exciting and entertaining player in the league, the entire league, the one you can't take your eyes off of.
Clark's global awards, however, carry a weight that goes far beyond her individual performance. They mark a turning point for the WNBA. Clark isn't just breaking records, she's redefining what's possible. Her ability to draw in fans, generate excitement, and command attention has been nothing short of extraordinary. People aren't just calling her a great player, they're calling her a transformative figure, someone capable of reshaping the entire league. But with great attention comes great scrutiny. Not everyone in the WNBA community is thrilled about the spotlight on Clark. Some veterans and former legends have expressed concerns, arguing that the intense focus on one player could overshadow other talented athletes.
Asia Wilson is her name. Quote, "It doesn't matter what we all do as black women, we're still going to be swept underneath."
Be swept underneath, so why the pushback? For some, it's about fairness. They believe other players who've contributed significantly to the league aren't getting the recognition they deserve. Others worry that the hype around Clark might create unrealistic expectations or take the focus away from the collaborative effort that makes basketball so special. But here's the twist: all this debate and controversy might actually be a good thing for women's basketball. It's sparking conversations, drawing new fans, and shining a spotlight on the WNBA like never before.
Now you're going to cut down 22-year-old Caitlin Clark, who has single-handedly changed the game, brought in millions of other young fans, old fans. How about the ratings in college basketball for her? Record ratings. And now in her very short WNBA career, shattering records. Isn't that a win for everybody?
To women's basketball.
What are we doing and why? Please stop. Let's celebrate Caitlin Clark, celebrate her greatness, celebrate her courage to keep pushing through. Caitlin Clark, you go, girl. Don't listen to these people. Keep going strong. Most of us are normal and have your back.
So what's next for Clark and Reese? Their so-called rivalry has already done so much to bring attention to the league, but it feels like this is only the beginning. The next time they face off, remember that this isn't just about competition, it's about progress, growth, and the future of the sport. These two athletes aren't just playing for themselves, they're playing for the future of women's basketball. So what's next for the NBA in the Caitlin Clark era? One thing's for sure, the ball's in her court, and how she plays will set a new standard for women's basketball for years to come. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.